Yeah, it is, but you're going to be able to find that out here onto the first map immediately. So, boys, take it away. Vertigo's yours. Go to the Skyrise and see who's going to win.
Yeah, look, I think we kind of... We touched upon our rough predictions. I think GamerLegion probably should be taking the series, but I think they've probably made it as hard for themselves as possible. As Illuminar are going to be playing on their best map, GamerLegion are going to be playing on one of their worst.
I mean, something Adra mentioned in terms of we haven't actually seen tons of games played from GamerLegion coming into this. They've only played 3 series this month so far, and we're almost halfway through it. I think there's a really good chance that they have been sort of cracking something, have been looking what they can do to improve some of their map pool. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a bit of a different look from them coming into some of these maps, but that will have to be up to interpretation as this game does go on. But right now the fights are going the way of Illuminar. Snax will grab one back. Slend is in a really important position.
Yeah, Andu will in fact be the one to find a pick. Eventually they deal with him, with Slend still tucked away in a great position, and Snax taking that contact. Slend just backing away, and Furlan attempting. This was a 5-on-3 in favor of Illuminar, Charlie, and somehow GamerLegion have made things work, but Snax doubling down. Slend doing a good job to try and kind of just keep himself alive in the madness, but GamerLegion, they do take the pistol.
Yeah, Slend made that really awkward for the CT side there to really find much, but one player I do actually really want to talk about. Ultimate is obviously going to be very important for this Illuminar roster. Sometimes if you do feel like he's quite quiet in a game, you do look over to their roster and think, there's not loads of other places these frags are coming from. PHR though, the amount of clutches and impact this guy can have is actually unreal.
Yeah.
Not always going to be there at the very top of the server, or not often going to be there at the top of the server, but I absolutely love him, watching him in the clutch. There's no one on this server, probably more that I'd rather actually have in a situation like that than him. This is a really aggressive A setup. There's the boost coming through as well. GamerLegion do need to be wary because things can spiral if they push into this stack.
Yeah, it's all 5. It's kind of a perfect call from Illuminar, but we have seen GamerLegion back away, and now aggression coming the way of Snax. Volt will find Furlan in the kind of commotion. But we are going to be seeing the B-bomb site taken, and this is where Illuminar could just look to save these weapons into the next, give them a good chance, because retaking B with limited utility and not the best of weapons isn't too easy, but I think they'll have a look. Certainly have a slight indication, but without a kit, they've got to hurry things along.
Yeah, hoping to find something through the smoke. Nothing's being given. They'll call it quits. They'll happily go into the next round with this buy. AK for Mass, couple of MP9s. It's a solid investment.
It's definitely a chance to take down GamerLegion, but look, it's a round with 4 survivors for GamerLegion, so finances can be on the rise. You know, you look at a player like Flammus, like Volt, just going to be on the Mac 10s in the next, potentially drop one over to Snax and wield an AK.
I mean, the fact that this isn't going to be a full investment and it's still around that GamerLegion are going to need to be very wary of is one thing that I absolutely love about, honestly, going for the save on the false buys. There's no need to throw all of your eggs in one basket on a round that chances are is going to be lost anyway.
Well, I like it. I think sometimes maybe, you know, a 5-player gamble towards A. If they go into the stack, you've got a great chance of winning it. If they go towards B, you save and have another go. I think it's the right approach. I think sometimes when you'll just see teams opting for a little bit more of a kind of a default approach, that's where things can become a little tough. But with the Molotov here, Ultimate is somewhat trapped, and the Mac 10 will find him, trying to dodge the flashes, but Snax just pushes in on his own. Snax just doing Snax things.
And is this advantage? Still 2 players towards A. Malani looks like he's going to be rotating on in to try to bolster up this defense. Well, it's so close and eventually will connect. Smoke comes down, blocking even more vision for the CTs.
In fact, just going to be creeping out of it. And now GamerLegion waiting for the util to come down. Snax will find Furlan. There is a slight gap in the smoke with a flashbang delaying PHR in finding, but Andu will eliminate, and now Flammus hoping to find Belaney, and surely to find him, as Belaney completely unaware of Flammus's aggression, and now Kadziu, all that remains here. 5 survivors currently for GamerLegion. Strong T-side start from them.
Yeah, keeping all 5 alive for now. Seeming comfortable, happy to play the round slower.
And look, they go into it with a couple SMGs, they come out of it with 2 rifles.
Yeah, it's going to be big. I mean, bonus rounds feel... Nowadays, they feel... I don't know what it is, but they do just feel a lot weaker than they used to.
Yeah.
And it feels like you lose a bonus round, and it's not like, oh, it's a bonus, we get a buy in the next. It's, you lose a bonus round, you're going to be on another sort of bonus round type buy.
Yeah,
or you even go for an eco. So, yeah, they definitely don't feel as brilliant as they used to, but being able to have this as your sort of bonus round with just 2 Galils and a FAMAS, you're pretty much there. You're pretty much there with the investment. But a 3-0 start for GamerLegion on their map pick. We will see Ultimate finally bring that AWP out.
Yeah, and this is going to be a big difference maker. We talk about the impact that Ultimate can have, but it's something that we kind of saw a little bit where, kind of from Warrow, where he was a little bit timid. Obviously, we talk about how maybe him calling was the effector of that, but I think Ultimate needs to play aggressive, and we've seen it. Oh, and there's a double from Kadziu in middle. Aggression from Illuminar is incredible in this one.
And just instantly this round has gone the way of Illuminar, unless Andu and Snacks can try to make some magic happen. The Galil is firing off shots, but Kadziu finds his 3rd. All on Snacks, the most experienced, the most seasoned, decorated player in the server. So much to do.
Yeah, as you mentioned, though, with this being a bonus round, you understand why Snacks might want to save, but I think to inflict some damage to the finances would be a big win for Snacks. Look, the CTs are very passive. You know, why would they want to push? They've won the round, they've got the bomb. In fact, Snacks has got the bomb, never mind. Don't know what I saw. There was a blinking light towards B main, but...
Maybe a passing plane.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. But, you know, why would Illuminar push it? There's no need for it. But that's what they can do when the weaponry's in play. Great round from Kadziu.
Yeah, I mean, huge double towards mid. Goes towards B to help his teammate. We'll find his 3rd, but Snacks... Looks like he's going to be allowed to keep this AK into the next. We can see an AWP out if GamerLegion do want. Can see perfect weaponry.
Well, look, I think GamerLegion realised that Ultimate is going to be a player they're going to have to try and silence, and the game plan could be to bring out an AWP to deal with him, but also we could see maybe a faster approach, trying to get an instant trade on an AWP, because I think that's sometimes a good way to deal with it. Just go right up in the face, and that's where... all it is one missed shot from Ultimate and he goes down. What do you find the hardest thing to kind of work against when AWPing? Because I know we're just playing pugs here, but you bring out the AWP a fair bit. What would be the best thing to play an AWP, or to kind of play against an AWP, do you think?
See, it's difficult when we're talking about this level of AWPers, where they're very mobile, they can be very versatile, but honestly, the biggest one has to be utility and trading. It can be just as simple as that. You for example, Ultimate, you smoke towards gap or something, force him to have no room to back off. You get a good trade, there's no chance you can find more than one unless your trading's very poor. It has to be very on point, but the issue is it's knowing exactly where the AWP is half the time. Andu won't be able to get a kill back and actually gets punished. Flammus will get that trade, and all of a sudden Flammus gets 2 and his man advantage for GamerLegion on a round where it felt like the backs were against the wall.
Yeah, it looks very tough. Very difficult, and the final 2 players for Illuminar are going to be making their way into middle. As time ticks away, I things become somewhat difficult. Flam is very worried about B main.
Even with his teammate towards that.
Ooh,
Another smoke drop. There is a molly. Bomb is half ticked now. Both players do have a kit and they're starting to advance now. Nice find from Ultimate.
The bomb isn't planted towards default. We can just see Furlan sticking this. Oh, but Volt, nice nade of the smoke. Ultimate is in fact just saving. Slend attempts to find, but triple from Ultimate. Sadly, the round doesn't go their way though. GamerLegion can look to extend their lead, but the fact that so many players survived in the last 4 Illuminar, we can see a strong investment from them in this one. Yeah, that double from Flammus was key, but I still feel like Andu should have found Belaney there.
Yeah, I mean, really nice round from Ultimate, getting on the board early doors. And is at least going to have a bit of confidence, a bit of momentum behind him, a bit of wind in his sails, if you will. And he wants to go for this gap peak once again. There is a smoke towards the angle.
Completely understand why. It's kind of with the most recent change on Vertigo. You peek towards gap so quickly, but it's a great flash there from Belaney, and Kadzu doubles down. And I'm loving the aggressive nature that Illuminar are taking here. Yielded plenty of openers in recent. Ooh, Snacks peeked into the flashbang. Now they're aware of his position.
Yeah, we'll force to drop that smoke to try to get himself out of there. Slen just about alive. Furlan, so much damage dealt to him. The missed shot doesn't get too punished.
Ooh, Snacks though getting aggressive. Gets a double, finds PHR as well, and now Furlan to deal with. So worried about gap, and understandably, Snacks has just got a double from there, but Snacks attempting to find his third. Volt will in fact get the trade, and now it's a 2-on-2. This was a 5 versus 3. Tap of the bomb, and Kadzu's peeking. Very much aware of it, but Slend, he's 9 HP. Not really in the best position to go for that trade, and the reposition for Belaney is good. Gonna be peeking out. Slend has spotted him, but Kadzu surely to find, and Illuminar will resettle. They will still find the round, and Kadzu gets a 4K in that one.
Yeah, you understand the play from Volt, just trying to tap the bomb, peek towards a gap area, and in doing so will ensure there's no bomb plant if he falls, and Slen's not really able to go for a trade at all there. So it feels like you do kind of need to stick that bomb and try to take the fight after it. At least worst case scenario, you put Slend in a 1v2 with the bomb down.
Yeah, definitely, but opted for a different approach, and I think it's one of those moments where Volt, if he taps the bomb, the instant swing comes through from Kadzu and he finds a kill, then brilliant. But it's just one of those tough calls.
Yeah, it is still the investment here from GamerLegion. Obviously, the buy is getting weaker and weaker as we do go on, and a round win here from Illuminar will allow this game to be leveled up.
Well, look, we've got 3 pistols in play, 2 pieces of utility remaining. Ultimate just posted up. Smoke coming down from Furlan. Ooh, Snacks has spotted Furlan. So the AWP could be peeking. And Snacks looking to get aggressive here. He is in fact trapped in front of this Molotov, but Furlan will find. Ooh, tag onto Ultimate. He's low HP, but Slend eventually finds him. Flashbang coming over the top. Nice positioning from Furlan, but Volt's trade is key. PHR, though, and Kadzu both playing towards Elevator, but Volt again. Nice find here, brings it to this 2-on-2. And Volt now holding in the back lines, awaiting a flank. Nothing coming through yet. I like the idea from Slend. Pushing up Catwalk, though, with the AWP. Can be
20 seconds.
difficult.
Volt's got to start to make noise.
Slend surely goes down here, yeah. And with that kill coming through, look at the CTs, they're so prepared. Look how fast. Already we've got Kadzu here. Could deny the plant. Tap of the bomb, but Volt can't get his gun out. And I think it has to be said, Charlie, it's another slight misplay there. It's a 2-on-2 that they really could have won.
See, I wouldn't have minded if we see Volt runs so early, so we start to see the CTs rotate into the Orb of Slend, rather than making Slend be the player to try to flank in the back lines.
Well, the thing is as well, is the fact that no more contact's been taken towards a ramp. I think that they were aware of a deep position towards Catwalk wrapping through Heaven. Didn't really think it'd be the Orb, and quite understandably, because the Orb in that scenario can be just so tough to kind of work well, but... Yeah, I think maybe Volt could have just hurried things along, and we could have just seen Slend posted up. But I think it's because Slend peaks from so deep, then you realise, okay, well, it's surely just this B play.
Well, it is going to be Illuminar likely levelling things up here to 4. As, I mean, you can see the money. Not great at all. I mean, the money's not being particularly built up from Illuminar. Shows these rounds have been competitive.
Just those back-to-back 2v2s, but... As mentioned, strong opportunity for Illuminar to level things up. This is the map selection of GamerLegion, so... I think Dust 2 is going to be an interesting one. Just because we've got plenty of young talent on the side of GamerLegion. Their 3 most recent additions of Slend, Flammus, and Andu, all being 19 years old. It kind of makes you question how much of Dust 2 have they really played at this top level.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of young players with teams built around young stars who have played next to no Dust actually in officials. Or at least HLTV officials.
But then when you look at a team like Mouse NXT, they adopted Dust quite early on. None of them really playing it beforehand, but they look really good on Dust. So I guess you can say it's, you know, not the end of the world if you're kind of new to the map. Think about when a new map gets brought in. Like,
I mean, that's the thing. You never really be new to Dust. It just means you probably haven't played it in officials. These guys would have grown up playing the map.
Oh, for sure.
And it is going to be a clean sweep, despite PHR and Furlan both being brought down low. Illuminar will win the anti-eco with no casualties, and keeping a decent amount of their util alive as well.
Yeah, it just means for Illuminar, if they lose this one, still going to be getting a strong buy in the next. And we kind of said that Illuminar's finances haven't always been great because of the fact that the last couple rounds have been close. It was, you know, back-to-back 2-on-2s, but... Now they can look to try and make the money.
Spot towards ramp ultimate does get punished this time. Slend takes down his AWP counterpart, but just with the rifle this time.
And now with this advantage, we can see that Illuminar are forced to take a gamble. The B-bomb site open for the taking.
Yeah, so many bodies here towards A for Illuminar. The call could be very good.
I like the idea of the ramp retake. Oh, but Flammus, he's quite happy with the idea as well. Finds 2 on the AK. We could see the trade come through from Slend as he's looking to creep through. Oh, Slend, it's all going to be about timing. It's all going to be about when the smoke fades. Kanzu behind him. Slend will eventually find, and now all on Belaney. The bomb will make its way towards B, and already look at the deep positions of both Andu and Volt. Ooh, Andu forced back now.
Yeah, Andu's spotted out. He's going to be... Oh, timing's actually very good for him. GamerLegion will take the round there. Nice double from Slend, but brilliant double from Flammus. Feels like 1 would be the absolute most he could find, but 2 is huge.
Yeah, the fact that Slend still sticks around, able to find Kazu is big. It's just unfortunate for Ultimate. Goes for that peek towards Gap and just not connecting. This is a big one though for GamerLegion. A win here should allow them to find 7, as an expected eco will be shown from Illuminar. Ooh, I like the idea of this double nade. Snacks trying to jump away from it. Ooh, nice flash from Flammus, blinding Furlan and allowing him to find. So
yeah, Furlan had the right idea connected some bullets, but the issue is just slightly off from their head. So Flamus does punish.
Got a pixel angle being played currently from Ultimate, and could quite comfortably find Volt at any moment. Volt is so aware of it, though.
Yeah, just going to be holding. Now peeking on out.
Ultimate. I was going to say not quick enough to hit, but you really expect him to?
No, it's one of those angles that you hold and hope people go for a jiggle. Because the wide swing, you're very rarely going to hit that.
Bomb going down a B, though. We mentioned that Illuminar, they like a gamble. And I think if a kill's not found soon from Illuminar, best decision to do is save. But no, they are just looking to save. We've got Ultimate, the only one really looking here towards
I mean, look at the util, Fred. They don't have loads. It's a lot of weaponry that they have. They won't be able to buy next round if they do go down. So they're just saying to themselves, it is so much smarter to keep these guns alive.
Why waste them? Because, yeah, just the one flashbang. Obviously, they've got a couple smokes, which can be used on the bomb and hope for a ninja. But, you know, we've got 3 HEs still in play for GamerLegion. I think the smokes wouldn't really matter. But, yeah, I think it's the right call from Illuminar. We saw it, kind of the decision from them from the Force. And I think here as well, Kazu can drop over to Furlan. We can see another full investment. GamerLegion, though, will find 6. So at least, worst case scenario for GamerLegion, they tie the half.
Yeah, and they're definitely going to look for more. They're definitely going to hope to get some more here. Their map pick, they're going to need to show us why. Because you mentioned there's a few question marks around it. A few uncertainties, but Alani getting found. Oh, Kazu could be caught out, almost gets the double. Handu brought down very low. The B side of the map open for business.
Yeah, we saw kind of PHR looking for a fast rotation, but very split from Illuminar currently. I kind of thought that Illuminar would just instantly go into the save, but the fact that GamerLegion didn't accelerate, didn't decide to kind of push on to the bomb site, get the bomb down, Illuminar realised, look, we still have a chance in this round. It's not as though
Snax has got a lot of control towards A here. Volan has to be aware, but Volan's D position could be overlooked pretty heavily.
Problem is, Volt's going to be there as well. I think it's one of those moments that, yes, Furlan is in a good position, but surely you're not going to find all 3. And there's Snax finding PHR. It's going to draw Furlan away.
Oh, they're going to get this information 4 stacked. They would have heard these steps. He's all pushing up now, and yeah, Snax just glued to the angle, starting to progress now. Furlan not ready for Snax's position. A brilliant timing for Snax, great positioning. Will allow GamerLegion to find their 7th.
And we talk
now
about
we're going to have to see Ultimate try to save.
We talk about Snax maybe not being kind of the heaviest of hitters when it comes to individual ability, but I think the impact that Snax has had has been brilliant so far on Vertigo.
Oh, Snax is still a player that can absolutely decimate again. Ooh, Volt's got the chance now. Ultimate not far off being quick enough, but Volt just slightly too fast for him. Instant headshot, no ult being saved, and now this is where GamerLegion really have that chance to find 8.
Yeah, I think as well, look at the weaponry. We've got, what, an MP9 in play, a FAMAS on Kazu, no ult for Ultimate. Utility not been a big priority here for Illuminar. Just 8 pieces in total. No defuse kit either. Ooh, PHR getting aggressive, but Flamus will get one. Ultimate can't double down, and Snax denies, and Furlan behind the Molotov attempting. Ooh, Furlan got the opportunity to find Snax, but he doesn't. That is devastating. And it's going to be this double ladder push, in which I believe Slend was holding, but repositioned. Belaney now, 1v4. Now they're going to be ready for this double ladder, but still.
Slend is holding.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Shadow spotted and Slend finds. So GamerLegion, they will end the half 8-4. Pretty dominant scoreline.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot closer at points there. We had a 4-4.
Yeah.
A GamerLegion winning those final 4. Yeah, they didn't really have too many issues in terms of actually breaking into these bomb sites and getting the bomb down. We obviously saw a couple of very close attempts at retakes from Illuminar, but most of the time they opted for the smarter call and played it safe and gone for the save, but weren't able to win the rounds after that. So a good looking half here. Pistol round would be massive for GamerLegion.
I want to point out as well, it's not as though Ultimate didn't have moments on the AWP and didn't have opportunities for it. I still feel, though, Illuminar, without Ultimate stepping up, it's a tough one, isn't it? Obviously, Kadzu had some big moments. We've seen moments from everyone, but I think it's far too inconsistent when we don't have Ultimate kind of top of the server. And that's the real bit, you know, the big difference maker, because Ultimate had moments on the AWP, but maybe just didn't really take those opportunities. And obviously it comes off the back of plenty of rounds they opted for saves and kind of maybe didn't have as much kind of as many chances as he'd like. But I think at the same time, if Ultimate's going to be the difference maker and he isn't really performing, that's where you question Illuminar. Maybe they need to kind of change the pace of their decision making, because when Ultimate was kind of getting aggressive and peeking towards both middle and obviously ramp, that's where kills were being found. But Snacks been baited in here. Andu taking that contact, and Snacks able to find 3. PHR will get a double, and PHR finding the triple. Snacks gets 3, but so does PHR. Now, the round's won. It seemed perfect for GamerLegion, but somehow Illuminar, they make things work. And PHR, what a round.
Yeah, seemed perfect, but not perfect enough, apparently. I mean, I understand what you're saying with Ultimate, and I do think there is, with Ultimate not playing at his best, there can be a bit of a lack of kills without him really there. I mean, Bailani can always be a player that can step up and be that top fragger without any real issues, but it does feel like it makes things a lot more scary. And when you do consider Ultimate got 3 of his kills in 1 round, hasn't had the best of games so far, but obviously still plenty of time left. Talking about best of games, Snacks is looking very sharp here. The rest of his team, a little quiet around him though.
I love this from Snacks. He's gone for a hero M4, no armor, and now spotted 1 towards B. Surely to be aware there's going to be more than just the 1. Yep, and that's the information that there's at least 3. Let's steer clear here, and I think Snacks needs to save, really. This M4 has to survive. And Ultimate, sniffing out the USPs, will in fact find Snacks, and that's what the lack of armor does.
So the M4 can be retrieved now from Vault. Hasn't been able to fire a bullet just yet. Couple of ring out here.
Laney's in a good position as well. The T's are going to crunch. Looking to make sure that this M4 isn't saved. Ooh, Mulaney. Going to be heading away, which is understandable. I like the reposition back from GamerLegion, in fact. Gives him a little bit more space to breathe.
Yeah, this M4 still feels like it could be on borrowed time.
Seemingly will survive though, so at least Snacks can have a weapon in this one. Big first weaponry investment though.
Oh, brilliant nade. Flamus and Snacks both dunked down.
I love this aggression here through middle. They've gone for the double B, but Illuminar, great read for this mid aggression.
Yeah, and gonna have to be able to save attempt by the looks of things with the site already taken. The round's feeling lost before it really even got to start.
And it's just the fact that Illuminar just do it full contact. They just shift out towards middle. Both go towards Guardian. Rip apart the B defense. It's a perfect call.
I mean, yeah, it's Illuminar right back in this game from an 8-4, 1 round in it. 1 round to allow them to really try to battle back, and so far, so good.
Well, I think it's just going to be a half buy around these 3 save weapons. It means that they can get kind of a full investment in the next, but it does seem as though they're dropping weapons across. Utility not going to be perfect on the likes of Volt.
No, I think they actually do.
Yeah, they sold it back. Yeah, they sold it back. I think it's the right decision. But then they've got a chance here. They've got pistols. They've got armor. Obviously,
I wouldn't be
they've got the 3 save
surprised
weapons.
if they're sort of saying we need Slen to get back on this orb. Let's go for
definitely.
a partial buy. We want him on the big green.
Yeah, Flamus does have enough to drop over an AWP.
Spam's coming through, but no bullets connecting.
Very passive from Illuminar. Then they realised that GamerLegion, if they want a chance of winning the round, they're probably going to have to take a bit of a risk, and maybe aggression could be that risk, but I like that GamerLegion have kind of fallen back here.
Yeah, I think they're actually
Double
just trying to look
sandbags.
to double up.
Yeah, this could be big.
Snack's going to be looking to bait in his teammate. Spots one. Doesn't fully commit for the peak, so allows Furlan to pull out his weapon and back away.
Ooh, missed molly there from Snacks. Flamus will find one. Attempt to back away from Flamus is successful, but Kadzu so close to eliminating here. Slend now going to be rotating in. There's only 30 seconds remaining. No one facing to ultimate.
Furlan
Definitely
tagged down
the right
even
decision.
more. 25 seconds. Snacks takes a lot of damage and will fall in the
Ooh.
Molotov by Lani. Look how low quality these players are, and Volt does strike.
Even more damage dealt. Ooh, trying to deny the plant, not realising he's kind of in the open. Trying to back away though, and Andu will get one. The Deagle Volt finds another, aware that the final player is ultimate. Most likely towards sandbags. Ultimate does have a nade. Could nade the plant here, and he will. Nothing spotted though. The defuse needs to come through soon. The kit is on Slen, but we will see the round go the way of GamerLegion. A very impressive round.
If someone gets on the bomb, though, he'll go the way of GamerLegion. There we go. Oh, paranoid me for a second. Slen like charging for the AWP, not realising he's got the kit.
Orb's falling off the map.
Yeah, a lot of he jumps off the map to try to get it. Either way, round does go the way of GamerLegion. That wasn't the proper full investment. That was the sort of weak buy around those 3 saved rifles, and shows that these rounds can be won. And the slower play there from Illuminar did come back to haunt them.
It was the fact that they knew there was a couple weapons in play, and they thought, okay, maybe these weapons are going to look to get aggressive, let's just hold. And you understand the reasoning to why, but it's the fact that GamerLegion, the second that kind of late contact's made with 30 seconds remaining, it was pretty much all 5 players on the bomb site. They were ready for that one.
Players holding towards B. There is Ilani there. He could look to get a bit aggressive, but it is a bit more of a B lean right now for GamerLegion. Happy just to leave Flamus and Snacks here to hold towards A.
Look, they were able to defend with just 2 of them in the last. You know, it was able to hold off, so I understand as to why.
Snacks is dropping back slightly. Flamus and Snacks both very close by. Snacks spotted and taken down. Flamus drops as well. The ultimate through the smoke.
Slen now with the opportunity on the AWP. It is this 5-on-3, but Andu now holding towards B. Could spot out Belaney, but he's made his way towards danger. So much work from Andu to do now. But Laney, it's all going to be about timing when he decides to peek. Steps at her, Util's thrown. Andu will find no flashbang for his position. The retake flashes are lovely though. Andu dealing some more damage, eventually found. Smoke dropped here by the CTs. Attempting from Slen now. He makes his way into the bomb site, but it's a Slen 1v3. Gonna have to attempt to try and take down the bomb planter. Will find him. Spots out ultimate. Missed shot though from Slen. It's not an easy one to hit, but Illuminar successful here. They will find themselves their 8th.
Yeah, Volt needed to find something there to help his teammate. Going down for nothing just made things near impossible. Slen probably wishes more than anything he had a rifle in that position there. Just so deep, but so difficult to manage with the big green. So another sort of round where we see a couple of rifles around pistols. These ones are invested, have been.
Yeah, but look at Illuminar. Got a good opportunity here. Oh, nice from Flamus and Snacks. They do find picks. They give the advantage the way of the CTs.
Only one M4 in play right now, though. Don't know if anyone's going to try to retrieve Flamus' weapon. Oh, look at Bailani, though. Space taken towards B.
Yes,
Andu could get caught out from this. Is jiggling.
Melania eventually will find. So look, a 3-on-3, the bomb site taken. We are going to be seeing a double flank coming through now. In fact, a triple flank.
I think they're just going to save weapons. I think it's just they're so far away. It was such a big gamble. And the fact that the gamble just has gone completely against them.
Look, they're saving 2 rifles and an AWP. Not too bad at all.
It's not bad when you're looking like that, but there is a point where we've got to see GamerLegion start to post some more rounds actually here.
Well, they had the advantage in that round. It was a 4 versus 3 at one point.
Because it's going to be 5 rounds in this half, won by Illuminar to the 1 round of GamerLegion.
Yeah, I think for GamerLegion, at least with 3 weapons being saved, we could see an investment in the next if they lose.
Round number 19. Got the AWP on the Slens. Nothing of the sort on Illuminar's side.
Could have brought one out though. PHR sitting on 7k. Ooh. Hearing some typing in the chat. Not much movement. I think we're going to be seeing a bit of a round restart.
Yeah, likely gonna be. And there we have it. I think that's just some calls to say everyone's ready that we heard in the chat, but the timer not taking down, so maybe not just yet.
Yeah, obviously Illuminar, it has to be said, Charlie, they've had a pretty impressive T side so far. It's just whether they can continue though.
Yeah, I mean, if they can continue, this would be a really good step in terms of winning this series. Winning your opponent's map pick. Winning it in a position like this, so good.
Look, it's a leveled up game, Charlie. I'd love to know your thoughts though. Both teams needed 4 rounds to take it in regulation. Which team do you think it's going to be?
It's really tough to look at it like that because I felt like GamerLegion's T-sub was really brilliant. Very, very strong. But Illuminar now are showing very similar signs, arguably maybe even better.
Yeah.
And it could go either way, but we need to see something from GamerLegion's CT side because right now, if we don't see anything, I think Illuminar take map number 1.
And it's a scary kind of series remaining for GamerLegion if they do lose their first map, because it is their map selection. Obviously, though, still very much possible for GamerLegion.
just need to step up a bit more here on the CT side. Feels like the positioning isn't great. Rotations maybe a little too gambly, allowing Illuminar to get a lot of space.
Nice nade there onto Snacks. We'll chip him away. We are going to be seeing both Slend and Volt potentially looking to aggress here towards middle. Setup's pretty good in mid. Slend to take contact and Volt to find them if they swing. I really like the idea.
Don't know if it's going to have any real impact though.
No, it does seem as such. The T's are going to be making their way towards A. Got a double B set up now. The AWP of Slend. Look to join his teammate, Flammers. Ooh, I like the idea of the boost. PHR was just looking there. Double nade towards Sandbags, Furlan. Boost has been spotted though. Util coming over, but Snacks finds one. Oh, Flammers taking so much damage through the wall. We are going to be seeing the T's aggressing. They've got themselves on the bomb site, attempting to plant. Boost coming over now, and Andu having a little look in middle, but nothing there. All the Illuminar players currently on the A bomb site.
Can't see you.
Can't you.
Yeah, positions made known, but so much damage dealt. Flammers chipped down even lower here. Snack spotted from Furlan, but the information has been relayed. Kadzu. Onwards is 3-on-3 here. Not for long though, as Bailani's double is excellent. Slend has to go for a save.
It's a great round from Illuminar. The positioning that they have in that post plant is excellent. And it makes you question GamerLegion. They had the advantage, but they just struggled to find the picks in that moment.
That's the thing.
Take the lead.
I don't know really what more GamerLegion need. They got the man advantage. They had some utility on rotations. I don't really love the fact that we saw the Molotov. After we get out of here, we might not see it, but we saw Molotov thrown behind that smoke towards Gap. And I don't even think it actually probably landed. I don't know why we didn't look to throw that on the bomb site somewhere.
Yeah, it was minimal time. It would have really upset Illuminar's flow.
Even if it just allows it easier to know where some people are gonna be. Just sort of force them, okay, they can't be in this area, they can't do... Anything like that feels like it would be better than just sort of wasting that molly a little bit. And I thought that really would have been a difference maker.
I think when you look at it, though, it's kind of the lack of Slend's impact towards A. I think, obviously, you don't want to be continually peeking, but we need to see a gap peek. We need to see an opener searched for, because I think, yes, okay, GamerLegion had the advantage as the bomb was going down, but it didn't matter. They didn't have any control. And that's the problem. Look, Illuminar. This is going to be such an important round. Victory here will give them 11. And the money isn't great for GamerLegion. Obviously, it's the full loss bonus, but finance is somewhat drained. Turn fire onto Snacks, but Snacks will find the opener once again. Snacks has been brilliant at getting these opening picks.
Yeah, the issue has kind of been the rest of the team a little bit. I mean, Vol's doing his job, 10 and 10. Slend, the issue is he's feeling just very unimpactful. And he's having a difficult time, and Flammers not at his best. We know how good Flammers can be. And that's the issue. It feels like GamerLegion aren't really playing to that peak level that we know they can. We know they should.
It's looking like a good call from GamerLegion here, though, as they've currently got 3 players very close to the B-bomb site. Molly going to be coming through for Andu, and fully checked towards quad, and Andu's still alive for now. Would have jumped off the map, I believe, but Kadzu will take him down. Kadzu's double is good. 3 versus 3 now. One player elevated, it is Volt. Needed the smoke, but it goes the way of Kadzu. 3rd kill found in this one. Snacks now on a flank with PHR holding. Bomb yet to be planted. Snacks found though, and now the digits can be punched. Flammers will get his first. 1v3 gone 1v2. Flammers out in the open. searching for a kill, but nothing spotted. And Kazu, he gets his 4th, and you can see the anger on Flamus' face. You see, there's a lot of passion there, but look, Illuminar find 11. And they're going to run away with things, even with the fact that GamerLegion are getting these openers. It doesn't matter. They have the right read. They have 3 defenders towards B. Still doesn't matter.
I'm going to say this now. If GamerLegion play like this in map 2, this is going to be a 2-0 Illuminar.
Yeah.
This is going to be the easiest 2-0 of Illuminar's life. No one's hitting a single shot for GamerLegion. You look at... Andu goes 1 for 1. He's been mollied off. He's been flashed. He's in a difficult position. I don't know how Slen doesn't get the trade there. The position, they're so split, and it's instantly Kazu's able to find 1 and instantly get the 2nd. If you're not able to get the trade, or you're not confident you're going to, that's fine. Play for a retake then. Really try to make the site as claustrophobic as possible and get everyone set up for that retake. But instead, we're seeing these constant fights that are constantly going against GamerLegion. And it just makes me question, why are we seeing these fights if they're not winning a single one of them?
Yeah, I think as well, when you look at it, is Snacks towards A, quite a lot of the time he's been getting these openers, yet they've not been taking space off it. They've not really been winning rounds off it, but big moment here from Flammers. He gets a double. This is kind of for GamerLegion's survival. They've opted for the force here. Once again, Volt going to be playing towards quad. It's been a position that GamerLegion have been opting for quite a lot of the time, with a molly coming through. Oh, Volt ticking down. We'll get 1 before falling, so at least there's something to work with. But this is such a big round for GamerLegion. A loss here gives up 12 for Illuminar. Tap of the bomb. Ultimate holding. Flammer's pushing. Oh, as this smoke fades. It's one of those 50-50 moments. Nice shot though, and then the AK of Balani will get a triple in this one, but Illuminar, they find 12 now. 12-9, 3 opportunities to take their opponent's map pick. And this is where, if you're GamerLegion, you're questioning, why do we even decide Vertigo? Ancient would have been a far better battleground, and it has to be said, maybe, you know, Ancient, they would have been more confident, but to be honest, I'll take it back. I don't think it would have mattered. The players just aren't hitting their shots.
No, and that really is the biggest issue. I mean, Kaju's unbelievable. What a game he has had. The amount of times he's broken into bomb sites or had some big CT holds alone, it's just very much... It feels like it's a perfect combination of how this game has gone for both sides. Kazu's getting these impossible rounds. GamerLegion aren't trading in these impossible rounds.
Yep. Yeah, and I think as well, when you look at Kazu, he's 17-9. He's got 9 deaths. Slend, same. He's got 9 deaths as well, but only 9 kills. It seems as though it's been a bit of a save simulator for Slend. We need to see far more impact, but it's not as though he hasn't had opportunities. He's had the AWP quite a lot of the time on the CT side, but just hasn't really had that impact. But such a big round now. GamerLegion, this is their map selection. 3 in a row required to take it to overtime.
Going to need to try to find all 3, because map number 2 is where things start to get a little bit scary.
Yeah, most definitely.
Slend is here towards mid. He's going to be up against Ultimate and elevated over.
Ooh, great nade there onto Volt. It looks as though the T's are going to be making their way towards middle. It's going to be a mid and B split. Slowly seeing Flammers join his teammate. Slen, though, chipped away at, has got an HE grenade that will deal a lot of damage to both Kazu and Ultimate. Kazu will find him, though, with a nade of his own. Big find from Balani. Gets one. Andu shows his positioning here towards B, and now with 40 seconds remaining, Illuminar, they can just group together. Obviously, the health isn't perfect on the likes of PHR and Kazu. Ultimate as well, but while wielding the orb,
gambling towards A by the looks of things. Andu hit towards the B bomb site all alone. They're trying to fight for survival for GamerLegion here. They're going to confirm that this ramp is clear. Flammers going to start to realise I've made the wrong call, but he's able to rotate towards mid before the T's are fully out.
Not been quiet about it though, and that's how Kadzu's allowed. Snacks now, MP9 in hand. 12 seconds remaining. He finds the bomb carrier, but Snacks doubles down. He's the last player remaining. He's got 7 seconds. He needs to survive, but he goes down to Ultimate. Time not on his side. Ultimate eliminating Illuminar victorious on their opponent's map pick. Vertigo going the...
So I'm going to be looking forward to that as you guys move in straight to the sandy deserts of dust.
Yeah, look, Charlie, I feel like I'd love to hear a score prediction. I'm not going map, I'm going score. I want the real number.
So I'll tell you a number without telling you which team's getting that number.
Oh, I can guess.
I reckon one team's at least getting 13.
Ooh, no overtime then.
Yeah, bold prediction there. I think Illuminar actually have a really good chance. I think I will go Illuminar. I'm going to say like a 13-9.
Really?
Yeah, I think Illuminar are actually going to take this. I'm weirdly feeling pretty confident about it as well. Andy does grab one back, but as you have seen, Illuminar decimate the initial A defense of GamerLegion here. Just Andu and Volt left to try to recover. There is a Molotov on Volt. He might not be in the server much longer as he does get found by Kadzu. Andu, 4 kills to find and won't be able to find more than just the one he found earlier. But Fred, you've got to look at this. Like, we were mentioning obviously Illuminar's last games on Dust. 13-6 against Sampi, 13-4 against VP Prodigy, 13-4 against 3D Max, 13-9 against Eyeballers. Most recent 4 games. Yeah, 3D Max, that's a massive upset that they had there. VP Prodigy, we've seen VP Prodigy upset a lot of teams, and to get decimated that heavily on Dust is big as well. It's going to be very difficult for GamerLegion. We need to see Slend, in my opinion, be one of the most impactful players here.
Charlie,
I think rivaling Ultimate, who's an absolute demon on this map, is going to be no easy task.
The thing is, you said a 13-9, and I think I'm going to be a little bit more outrageous. I think it's going to be a 13-5. I don't think GamerLegion...
Like 13-0.
No, come on.
Wow, that is outrageous.
But I think the Illuminar side, when you look at the teams they've beaten, it's not as though it's kind of these tier 3, tier 4 teams. There's some strong rosters. There's some top 30 teams. And I think as well, when you look at the teams that GamerLegion have lost to, they're teams that aren't really that good on Dust. I believe that Gaming Gladiators, they lost 13-9 to them. Gaming Gladiators have a 28% win rate on Dust. So, you know, GamerLegion are losing, I don't want to say dominantly, but they're losing to teams that aren't really Dust teams. Yeah, Illuminar, they definitely are.
See, the most scary thing about, if I was Illuminar, that you need to think coming into this game is, Dust is really one of those maps that anything can happen.
Yeah, definitely.
It's fine from Snacks here, actually. He can actually take down a few people. The Dink with the Bailani could be big. I think he will just... No, he'll be fine now. Andy with this Mac 10 might try to look for something. He's going to be pushing on out now. Will get found from Bailani. So, a couple of kills found on this weaker investment. Or lack of investment, should I say, from GamerLegion. The 2-0 start for Illuminar. Weapons are going to be in play. A lack of purchase there from Snacks was making me think, is he going to bring out an AWP himself?
Well, I think what we can see is we could have seen maybe a mid-peak from Snacks. If he doesn't find an instant kill, goes back and refunds and brings out an M4. I feel like we have been seeing a little bit of that, and I do like to see it. But now, aggression towards long from Andu. The flashes are good. The trades are better. And Kadzu will find. And now Flammus questioning, should I stay or should I go? And he goes for the latter, as he will just leave long. Definitely the right decision.
Some might even say if he stays, there could be trouble. You know the reference?
Oh,
yeah, from the song, yeah.
Yeah. I was actually questioning whether you'd know it.
That'd be a really weird thing for me to say if I didn't.
No, but from my initial... Look, I'm tired, Charlie, I'm sorry.
To be fair, it did take me about 10 seconds to try to remember the line after it, so fair play. Evo 4-on-4 here. Andu did grab one, but obviously the trade was good, and Flamus not wanting to stick around with limited support that could have come from Snacks and his lack of util. Smoke dropped on the bomb site, giving him a nice angle. This is a huge gamble here from GamerLegion. All 4 players towards the A side of the map. Illuminar starting to make their execute come through now. Smoke's down.
This is going to be an absolute bloodbath because neither team with that much utility. Also, we have got a molly and a nade on Furlan. Oh, Snack's finally taking that contact, and Snack's doubling down. Kazu needs to get this trade, though. Will find the pick. Plenty of players to find towards short, but Kazu gets the double. Now on ultimate, spots the gun barrel. Oh, struggling to find the kill, but eventually does so and is aware of Slend. And ultimate finds. What a clutch here. Kazu and ultimate, they make things work. They find it, and Illuminar extend their lead here on the T side.
This is the scary thing, Fred. This is what we said coming into map number 2. If GamerLegion can't really match Illuminar's individuals, this feels like a 2-0, and Kazu pushing up, finding 2 there in that 2 versus 4, and ultimate finding a double himself. Sure, very unlucky that the barrel of that M4 was spotted, but brilliant play from ultimate regardless to spot that out, and then not only sort of make the steps towards the site, but still hold for Slend and to win that duel.
Aggression towards middle, one of which Kazu will be happy to take down. Kazu. Has to be said, Charlie, I think Kazu is probably one of the most important players for Illuminar
100%.
on Vertigo, and so far, 7-2.
Yeah, massive performance from him on Vertigo. Balani having a good game as well, similar to Furlan, but just good game right now. Feels a lot less impactful when you got Kazu, and ultimately just had a brilliant round like that. But you're going to really need everyone to have their moments if you are going to take down GamerLegion here. Slendville for his scout, not going to have any impact as ultimate gets his first in this round. This should be a round that Illuminar are looking to win, all 5 alive here. Volt, just 5 points of health, Andu will deny that being the case.
Look how cautious we see Illuminar here.
Oh,
They drop a
ultimate
molly
can
towards
go
Gamble.
down to Volt. Got to be careful with Volt very quick with it, but ultimate quicker.
Simple stuff from Ultimate. Nice on the AWP. That's a confidence round for Ultimate. I think sometimes we didn't really see all too much from the AWP of either side, yet Ultimate in that one getting a triple. And Charlie, GamerLegion, they're already kind of scraping at the bottom of the barrel. Double AWP in play already. They need
Double
something
is
to work.
massive. It's really key a lot of the time for teams on Dust. We've seen a lot of teams in CCT when they're not as confident going for the double every single round when they need to. I still remember us watching Furia when they're bringing out the double. It wasn't working for them, but they desperately needed it to come through. Flammus, though, big kill, opening kill going the way of GamerLegion. And you can see Illuminar set their sights elsewhere towards Shaw. That's where Slend's holding. AWP shot missed, though. Has to drop down.
Yeah, he's got plenty of teammates close by from long. And Balani now going to be peeking, but it's Slend on the AWP in a great position. Aggression from Balani, caught off by Flammus. Flammus attempting again, and Flammus finding third of the round. That's got an HE grenade that's going to go towards Kazu. In fact, Slend will rip him away beforehand, and Ultimate now 1v5, P250 in hand. Can get a shot off, but Slend finds him beforehand. And finally, GamerLegion, they put a round on the board, not really because of the double AWP, mainly because of Flammus's incredible shots there towards long.
Yeah, 3 kills round from him. Finally on the board and comes alive in a big way.
Look at Illuminar. Yes, they've got the AWP on Ultimate. We got a Mac 10 on Kazu. I think if you're PHR, I think maybe dropping the AK across the Kazu would have been a better decision. Not to say that PHR isn't going to be good with it, but I think Kazu's clearly just feeling it.
We are going to have the AWP peek towards mid. Ultimate very quick out here. Does get the tag onto Slend, but no kill confirmed.
I like the double nade and spam from Furlan. We see players very much so playing close towards tunnels. We saw it from AVN quite a lot when Zero Tenacity were on Dust. See it from quite a lot of players, but
it's a good call again from GamerLegion. They give up long, play a lot more passively towards the A site, so they can rotate towards B.
There is still plenty of time.
Yeah, and that's why we're starting to see Illuminar back away with that bomb.
We're retaking towards long, and I'd love to see Illuminar just go full contact. They haven't got that much utility. I think it's just one of those moments where just let the AWP try and find the opener, or just creep out in the hopes that it is going to be this A play. But yeah, look, so many flashes thrown over, and that's why we're seeing already this rotation. Snacks dropping the smoke.
30 seconds on the clock. I do need to start to hurry things up a little bit. Snacks likes dropping this smoke onto the bomb site.
Oh, I love it. Snacks blocks the smoke. Gives him a gap to work with. That is brilliant.
Yeah, everything. Everything on the cross goes their way thanks to that smoke being blocked.
And that's just sheer awareness. That's what a player like Snacks will bring to the party.
It just allows so much vision for the rest of his team to hold this cross. You've got 2 AWPs holding the cross. Another player as well, but a 2-4 scoreline. GamerLegion do double down.
Something I have to point out, Charlie, and I thought I'd bring it up now. I think this is the best time. This is going to be the most important half for both sides because Illuminar, they've got a 68.6% win rate on their T side, and GamerLegion have got a 58.3% on their CT. So this is going to be the half to watch. I think GamerLegion, they have to win the half though, because 27% on the T side, not really good enough, is it?
No, it's not great. Great nade there. Brilliant double nade.
Flamus, he was dropped an HE there by his teammate, and it's clear to see why, as not only does he find Milani, but chips quite heavily away at ultimate as well. Snacks. Not the end of the world, is it?
I mean, it sure won't matter at all. Only 39 points of damage dealt that whole entire round.
We mentioned, though, Charlie, the GamerLegion individuals have got to step up, and Andu so far, he's had big moments.
Yeah, felt very quiet on Vertigo. It's been a few times where I've actually watched a GamerLegion, and Andrew has been that one player who's always been a bit too quiet for my liking, but
it's the
so
life
far,
of a player, I feel like sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it can be. It feels like you are just there, not really getting to do too much. Good delay on the swing, but Andu sprayed brilliant.
Yeah, nice find. Unfortunate for Snacks. He did get aggressive with that AWP, and still though, GamerLegion with the opener. And look how limited the utility is already. 3 smokes remaining on Illuminar. And this is where you can just see Illuminar. They're sitting there hoping that GamerLegion are the ones to make mistakes, but look how passive GamerLegion are. It's a great setup towards the B-bomb site as well. We've got Volt just jump spotting with Flammers tucked away. Smoke coming through towards middle. Slayton could be nading the smoke. Not spotted anything though. It's going to be a kind of a mid to A split.
Yeah, Illuminar are going to need to try to do something to attempt to get this man advantage back. What are bodies towards short? They are just going to go for a bit of a short hit by Lani. Looking like he's going to be late towards long.
Molly got
very well timed. Yeah, and they push through it. And on the A-bomb site. Finds one. Trade will come through. Forces Snacks to rotate. But Bailani not needed. Ultimate's AK connects brilliantly, and there's a 3-on-3 here. Should be an AWP that can be picked up now from Ultimate.
They're all going towards short hit. GamerLegion, they've taken a real risk. Obviously, they've got plenty of utility to work with, but GamerLegion, the bomb's already 1 quarter ticked. Taking things very slow. They do have a smoke, but... Oh, I love it from PHR. I think we're going to see Ultimate take contact and then the flash, but now PHR trapped within the Molotov. Flashbang not blinding, and PHR surely to be found, but somehow he's escaped it. And because the molly missed PHR, he's going to go uncleared, and he finds 2. Incredible from PHR. Slend will get 1, but because of how slow GamerLegion were initially on that retake, there's just no time, and Illuminar, they will find 5. AWP saved as well for Ultimate. But we talked about kind of the entries from the AK of Ultimate. Maybe he even want an AK. Ultimate's been pretty good here with a rifle in hand.
See, I don't mind the speed, actually, that we saw from GamerLegion, but the miss molly is brutal. Because you see, they find the kill onto Ultimate comfortably. If PHR wasn't in that position, if the molly confirmed that no one's there, or the molly hits, PHR and Ultimate both go down. And you'll basically leave Bailani in probably at best a 2v1. Could have even been the full 3v1. Likely would have been, actually. The PHR having the awareness not to panic and run at the molly and just push slightly forward was absolutely everything.
Yeah, brilliant stuff.
So Illuminar will deny GamerLegion leveling things up, but still the investment for GamerLegion is still money in play for GamerLegion.
Well, it's just the last couple of rounds that they have won. They've been fairly dominant.
Yeah, still an amount of cash, but we know how costly the double orb is. So it could be a round loss like this, double orb investment, and that money's gone. Bit of a technical timeout right now, as we just ensure everything is going, everything's getting sorted.
It was attack into attack. I think it was called by Illuminar as well, which is quite interesting because, you know, they were the team that won the round. Maybe they're realizing, okay, we need to keep things going. Let's not mess things up. I don't know where Balani's going. Maybe knock at the door.
No, it is actually interesting. Apparently, Bailani is bleeding, actually. So hopefully everything is okay with that.
Is it
hopefully
a
just something, hopefully just something like a nosebleed or whatever. But hopefully nothing too serious.
Maybe he's gotten bored after he's died and started picking a scab. I don't know. Bleeding, yeah, that's probably the weirdest reason I've heard a tech pause coming through in quite some time.
Yeah, hopefully it is all gonna be okay, and it's just think he can quickly patch up or something. Nothing too serious. But I mean, regardless, Illuminar, they are looking good on this T side of Dust. GamerLegion, we're seeing glimpses from them.
Yeah, definitely.
And that is at least something. But they've got to stop being glimpses and start turning into just their general game plan and how they are playing. Because we've seen some big moments. Andu's actually been the person stepping up, sort of taking the place of Snacks a little bit here.
Yeah. I think
once again, the rest, we haven't really seen too much from it. It's been sort of, you've got Slen positive, everyone else negative, or sorry, neutral at least, and everyone else is sort of negative on that side. So it does feel like there's not huge amounts of players stepping up. But you can make the same argument for Illuminar, I suppose.
Yeah, I think the difference is, though, I think Kadzu in the last couple, he's gone a little quiet. He was, 7-2? He's now 7-7, so...
But, I mean, the eye test does play a big part, doesn't it? I mean, we've seen some huge moments. Ultimate has had, I mean, plenty of them. Yeah, plenty of big moments from him. And it's just, the rest of the team do need to all come alive. Sort of on both sides, I suppose. To ensure this is going to be a victory. Because Illuminar are going to have a tougher time at things. They are still up against GamerLegion. A team significantly higher in the world rankings than them. Not even really an argument. It's by a large margin, really.
I think, though, something that you do need to take into account is, I think, right now, Illuminar, they're in a great position. And I know this might sound silly. Even if they only win 5 rounds, I still think they win the game. Because 26%, or 27% win rate on the T side, that's not good at all. That's only, that's 3 rounds. It's not enough, is it?
It's not brilliant. Hopefully Bailani is all right now as we are back underway. Andu peeking out towards long spots. Nothing. The Molotov not landing onto Furlan, actually. Will still drop the smoke.
I don't know why he's done that. Would have been a perfect bait. Would have been absolutely excellent. Oh, BHR finds Slen, though. There's a gap in the smoke for Furlan to work with, but Andu finds him. Yeah, I really don't know why Furlan has dropped that smoke. Because he wasn't getting hit by the molly at all. But now it's ultimate. Big moment. Time for a clutch, but surely to be found by Volt.
Volt's so nearby. Even if he finds the kill on the player towards Scar, Volt will be so quick to swing behind. Maybe not as quick. It's going to look like he had a slight chance there. The GamerLegion will take that one. Yeah, I'm not sure if the molly, like, Ultimate saw the molly spreading or something. I don't know what it was. It's not Ultimate, sorry, Furlan. But yeah, it felt like that was perfect. Felt like he was in a really excellent position for that.
It would have been an incredible bait. But look, I think Slend, he's played a little bit more aggressive in this round. We obviously see him get the opener. But him falling there, not the greatest. This is a nice opener from PHR. But with the loss in that round for Illuminar, it will just be a half-buy for them here. Oh, timing. Couldn't really be better there for PHR.
Yeah, we'll be allowed to live. Ultimate quick towards lower tunnels. Ooh, wants to take this fight out towards mid and done. And okay. Ultimate just straight up finds Slend. Ultimate finds Snacks as well. Up against two AWPers with a P250, and he just doubles up. What is happening, Fred?
It's the Glocks, and they catch off one as well. Oh, what is happening here? Flammer's 22 HP. If they can take down Flammers, oh my god, they do. Volt will find though. Charlie, it's a bomb plant and 4 casualties. This was an eco. This was a P250 at best.
This is going to be very curious in terms of what this is going to do to the GamerLegion money. If Illuminar win the next, they might be able to fully break GamerLegion.
You look at the money on a player like Volt, like Snacks, Slend, and I don't think it will fully break them. I think we're going to see an investment from Illuminar, from GamerLegion till the end. But I think the bomb plant, it means that we can see Ultimate bring out the AWP and have full utility. It means the same for players like Balani. It leaves a little bit in the tank for someone like Ultimate, so we can in fact bring out an AK and armor in the next.
Yeah, it won't be the perfect buy in the next, but it will still be a buy from GamerLegion regardless.
And it makes you question. It's another moment where I believe it was Balani that was behind that molly there, because Andu didn't clear him, not fully anyway.
I'm not 100% sure it was,
but they were quite quick to kind of take the fight. It's a great setup here from GamerLegion, though. It's a double B, and this is the first round that Illuminar have been kind of pretty hell-bent on where they want to be heading. And it doesn't work out well, but look at Balani, Charlie. Look how deep he is towards long. It's just whether Andu is prepared. Can you find Snacks? That's a great find.
Yeah, bit of an engagement here towards the A-bomb site. Balani still wants to take this fight a little. Ooh, has been spotted, so Andu's going to be very aware of this, but Balani still comes out on top. Kill has been found. Flammer's just going to shift through, potentially. Flash is coming behind it, but the spray is excellent. Crosshair placement on point. And Balani finds Flammer's 4-on-2. Next to the chopping block is Volt.
Yeah, this is where Volt somehow needs to find, 2 kills in this position, but he's going to go.
The issue is Slend holding the cross as well. The smoke is finally going to be coming down.
Volt gets flashed in. It's the same again.
Yeah. Slend will be chipped away at slightly. If they do want the double up, Slend will
have to save, yeah.
Yeah, we'll need to keep this weapon alive.
But Illuminar finds 6.
Yeah, so at worst, Illuminar will have an even half.
I think I've been very impressed by Illuminar. I think a lot of the rounds that they have won have kind of come down to individuals, because that wasn't one that was strategy, was it, Charlie? Oh, they're going to hunt for Slend. Slend has no way out. Try and save, but yeah. There we have it. Balani will find, and that's an incredible round for Balani. He was 3 and 6 before it, but single-handedly he's won the round. He finds Andu, takes down
Flammer's pushing through the smoke, yeah. I mean, that kill on the Andu was so big, and then finding Flammer's as well was the cherry on top. That felt like it confirmed the round from that. Because you think, Balani goes down to Andu, that actual A-site hit is basically going to have to be non-existent. Because Balani was the only reason the A-site hit even remotely came through.
Long has been taken from Andu here. Oh, nice from Flammers to find Furlap. Timing on his spam was perfect.
It's a solid looking CT side from GamerLegion. They've had a lot of success here early towards the long, actually, and Andy's been a big part of that.
Look, Charlie, though, they've got 1 minute and 20 remaining in this round, and 1 smoke and 1 HE. Definitely not going to be an easy round for GamerLegion, even with the fact they've got the opener.
No, not hugely. Gotta try to find something. A mid to B could be interesting. You could look to try to catch out Flammers and Volt, but a decent crossfire between the two CTs.
I think as well, at least Volt is the one with the smoking, try and delay them, and now only 50 seconds remaining, but it will be that mid to B, as promised, as hoped for. I like it.
Fully backed up though.
Illuminar just goes silent. Oh, and with ultimate finding Vault, it's just Snacks.
The MP9 is Snacks.
The weakest weapon. Okay, Snacks taking some contact, but falls to Kadzu. Flammers through the smoke finding PHR.
That's the bomb.
Keeps things level. I like it from Kadzu. Kind of waits, awaiting a spam to come through, but that pick is big. GamerLegion have the advantage.
No flash to actually send these players through is so tough. Balani's miles away. It's all on Kadzu here.
Yeah, Yuto coming through now. Balani does, in fact, have 2 flashes. Smoke towards tunnels, though. Going to indicate that there's plenty of players here towards CT, and the flashbangs are coming through. And oh! Balani can only double down. It's the fact that Kadzu gets nothing but Flammers. You can see the celebration. Such an important round, and Flammers. Great heroics as he finds 4.
Yeah, 6-6 at the halftime switch. Still anyone's game. Very curious about what it is we are going to see on this T side of GamerLegion, as well as Illuminar CT, to be honest, because you mentioned the T side that we've seen from GamerLegion on Dust, only obviously a 2-map sample size, is a bit lackluster.
Yeah, definitely. But, you know, we talk about sample size. It's not as though their losses were kind of ridiculous. It's not as though it was kind of 13-5s, 13-4s, and they didn't really have a chance on the T side. A lot of them went the distance. It was 13-11, 13-9. They had opportunities on their T side. But yeah, I think this is where GamerLegion really need to dig deep. We mentioned it being an uphill battle after losing Vertigo, but pistol round going to be very important. And I like the amount of utility that we've got in play for GamerLegion. 8 pieces.
Oh, the crossfire with the Jawlies. Well, these 8 pieces have to be excellent. Because these Jawlies here, Fred, oh, they could be so devastating.
Balani gets even closer. Yeah, this could be very problematic. The first flash comes through, sending out the second ones now. In fact, the flashes aren't really blinding with the Jawlies. Oh! Only find 1. That is devastating. It was a perfect crossfire, but nothing really found.
Yeah, we saw Balani maybe a little too out. So Ultimate couldn't really swing off of him as this crossfire between the two. It was more Balani goes than Ultimate goes, but still, more than one needs to be found regardless.
Ultimate, you know, he had about 4 players in front of him at once. No one checked. I think he's got to do better than finding just 1. I do agree, though. I think maybe we needed to see Balani just tucked away there. GamerLegion, and very important pistol round for them.
Taking the lead for the first time on this map. So maybe this could be the beginning for them. Gonna have a couple of players save this armor, which makes me curious. Are we gonna see an investment?
Well, look, we can see an easy FAMAS to be brought out from both Kadzu on PHR. Where they go for it is the question, but they do. Yeah, double FAMAS, Scout on Ultimate.
Obviously, you got to see Snacks playing some football there as well, getting ready for the Euros.
I think Snacks is a big football fan.
He played football, played that versus Pro versus... Yeah. Who was it? I completely forgot who it was right now, but... yeah, I imagine he's a pretty big football fan. Gonna be spawned in Poland, you'd hope.
Yeah, you never know though. Maybe he's an England supporter like we are.
Never know. Never know.
Heavily doubt it.
But we do indeed see that force spike from Illuminar.
Double Scout. Do like the idea behind it. I feel like we talk about this map being very AWP-centric, which means it's going to be based off the Scout success as well. Falan, I have to say, Charlie, probably one of the worst weapons to be defending long with. It's the only one with a pistol, and it's a P250.
You can only see these rotations start to come in. It's not a bad angle if you can get this early headshot.
Yeah, I do actually quite like the position here, just playing behind this smoke. Oh, there is a gap, and that's a perfect setup.
I think the T's are going to start to question this now. Maybe let's not try to cross here.
But they have got one smoke on Vault. Can be used.
Vault is very far out of the action right now, and PHR could actually find him.
Nice nade. PHR will. And now we're going to be seeing the CTs rotating in, but Flamus and Andu, they do combine to find these picks, and Andu with another, but the P250 of Furlan will get one before falling, and now all on Bailani. 1 versus 2. Mac 10, I think the Scout would have probably been a better weapon, but... we'll see. Well, Andu's nade, pretty perfect, accompanied by Slen's shots. So we will see GamerLegion best the force by here.
I mean, it's Andu again, Fred. Things look really good for Illuminar, but Andu with 4 kills in total. I mean, it's brilliant stuff. Flamus and Andu are really the 2 players keeping this series possible for GamerLegion.
I think in that moment, though, we see a lot of the kills coming through before the site player Furlan falls. I feel like we needed to see Illuminar potentially playing a little bit more passively there, because they've got someone so close to the action that can kind of give that information away, yet they opt to peek without Furlan kind of coming alive and being engaged. So, yeah, I think maybe if we saw Illuminar actually kind of take a little bit more of a back step there, I think that retake could have come through. Oh, but as the smoke fades, Slen falls. Stacks as well very low, and so is Volt.
Well, it's not far off connecting.
Flamus now to help out his teammates.
Furlan could be up against 2 players who are, well, it doesn't matter.
12 HP combined, but somehow both survive.
But GamerLegion extend their lead to 9 to 6 now. Mentioned their T side's not great. Illuminar have got a buyout now. We can see what their CT side's like.
I think when you look at it though, I think the pistol round, the setup from Illuminar should have worked out. I think when it comes to that force bite, it's a risky one, but they found picks, they had good positionings, and could have gone their way. Now we see the full bite. This is going to be the true test, and PHR starts things off very nicely to find Andu. We do have the AWP on Slend, and he's going to attempt to find some action towards the B-bomb site. There's no need for Illuminar to peek now. There's no need for them to get aggressive because they are the ones with the opener.
Yeah, they got what they came for. Take the top target of the whole entire server out of this round.
Look, if they can rinse and repeat that, I think they'll be fine. Ultimate posted up towards short. Feel like that's kind of the AWP's position, the AWP's role.
Yeah, Util's got to be good. You can stop Ultimate really being able to get a clear sight line into the bomb site. That's massive. Flash's got to be key. Slend does have 2.
There's so much utility on GamerLegion here.
Yeah, they've got a ton of it.
Ooh, retakes went towards CT. I like it. I like the idea. Trying to deny these rotations. Flash is finally coming through, but no one going to be blinding Ultimate. Doesn't matter. Volt finds him. What a shot there from Volt. Kadzu, though, pushes through that smoke and will find Flamus. I've got the man advantage here for Illuminar, but the site setup is strong.
3 towards CT is going to be an interesting state of affairs here.
I think PHR is just going to wait as long as possible to peek, but Slend, great find. Nade as well coming through, and oh, Slend gets another, drops down, and finally PHR emerges. And Furlan, looks to push through the smoke, but missed shot. Snacks, he crouches, and that's what makes things tough. And GamerLegion now to find 10. And Illuminar, they found 6 on the T side. We mentioned GamerLegion usually struggling on that CT side, but it has to be said, Charlie, the fact Ultimate gets nothing, that's the real tough point. But Slend, very impressive round from him, getting kind of very aggressive and finding those 2 picks.
Yeah, I mean, Ultimate has to just grab at least something. 1 kill back away. But Volt taking you out of the server this easily. Slend just constantly peeking into CT.
And Ultimate
that was the issue. I mentioned 3 plays towards CT. That's where things can get difficult.
I think as well, Ultimate, because there's no player playing towards ramp, I feel like maybe you should have played kind of deeper in long, closer towards PHR, and then at least maybe a trade could come through. But Charlie, this is the investment from Illuminar. And GamerLegion, so far it's looking good. Important kill from Kadzu. But we mentioned Kadzu being so impactful He was 7-2, I believe. He's now 13-14. He's really slowed down.
This re-aggression is going to be everything. They want to take this fight, or at least play close on by.
Oh, I like the idea from Kadzu, but Slen gets the trade.
It feels like Ultimate surely swings off Kadzu there. Surely that's the play.
He got mollied off, I think. I think he had to swing.
Perhaps.
But look, GamerLegion now. They look primed to take things on Dust. Obviously, the third and final map being Mirage. I think we kind of question whether we'd get there after we see Illuminar find success on Vertigo. But this is where Illuminar, you're really going to be kind of struggling in their belief now. 5 rounds in a row from GamerLegion's T side. Nice opener from Ultimate. This is kind of a hefty half buy as Balani. Quite a lot invested.
I mean, it's just interesting. Will we have had a different game that we're talking about right now if Illuminar did win that pistol on their CT side? Would we be talking about something a bit... Ooh, Ultimate, okay. 2 kills found with this Scout.
Well,
he's not ready to lose this just yet.
No, definitely not. And I like the hefty half buy. I think it gives them that kind of double chance. Ultimate can get an AWP in the next. Oh, the Scout attempting. With the smoke coming down, I think we need to see...
very isolated towards the side of the map, yeah.
Very good position here. Oh, Andy will get one important trade from Kadzu. Molotov will force him back. Currently towards Gandalf.
Yeah, nothing to force him out of this position just yet. A Volt does pick up this volley now and will be able to. And will find this kill.
We've got a flank from long, but it is the CZ. MP9 pushing through. And this round surely to go the way, but Volt attempting, dealing so much damage. PHR needs to come to his teammate's aid, and PHR now tapping away. CTs surely to swing, and they will. AWP can be picked up as well. And Illuminar, they deny GamerLegion finding 12.
Yeah, and do win a round on their CT side finally. But you have to say a lot of that has come from Ultimate's double with that Scout. Found so much impact. A 5-on-3 early doors, just thanks to the Scout. That's all it takes sometimes.
Yeah.
Someone having these big moments, but the issue is these big moments has sort of slowed down a little bit from Illuminar until that round.
Quite a lot of presence here from GamerLegion towards the B-bomb site. With Bailani's smoke dropped, it will deny their decision to aggress, and now Snacks.
Look at Furlan.
Yeah, Furlan shortly to find. Ultimate posted up with the AWP and will get one. Gonna send the nade now. Andu finding Furlan though is key. Molly and nade combined to chip heavily away at Andu.
Yeah, 3 nades thrown towards that position.
I love the positioning here of Bailani. I feel like with the A1S it can be such a strong position.
They're just gonna send Andu towards A and hope to try to find something, but with the flash and Slend being spotted, it's gonna be a lot trickier to do so now.
Well, they've got 50 seconds, they've got time to work with. And still plenty of utility here for GamerLegion. But GamerLegion, the individuals are looking far better. Andu's really impressed. Flammus looking good as well. And Slen's having a little bit more impact on the AWP as well. So I think GamerLegion, it's a far better individual performance than to what we saw on Vertigo. Ultimate going to be getting smoked off here. All the smokes denying any sight lines here from the AWP. There's 17 seconds here. Flashbang, a little blind. They can in fact get themselves onto the bomb site.
Yeah, bomb will be allowed to be planted.
But they know all 3 players are on the left-hand side here. Oh, Slen finding Bailani. Once again, Slen getting aggressive. Kadzu has got 2 flashes here. PHR needs to find Volt, but Ultimate taking down Andu is key. The flash is good. PHR finds, and now it's all on Slend. Oh, there's nowhere really for him to go. Missed shot again, and we will see Illuminar take it. 8 is found, and the money isn't great for everyone on GamerLegion.
Yeah, maybe there's a lot more left to be said on Dust now.
Yeah. Ultimate.
It's going to be probably a partial investment from GamerLegion. It's only 2.4k loss bonus, but they've got a decent amount of money on some players.
There's just too many players on Illuminar that aren't really stepping up. Furlan, PHR, and Bailani all still on single digits. Yeah, for GamerLegion, it's just snacks.
Yeah, I mean, Furlan started to have a few more kills in these last few rounds. But, yeah, PHR and Bailani, we do need to see a bit more. We expect to see a bit more from them. Furlan, you can kind of make the argument, fair enough. We don't normally see Furlan right up there. But the other guys we should be seeing a bit more from. We know how good they can be.
What a nade.
Yeah, heap of damage dealt.
You know what, Furlan? You don't need to get a kill in this round. You've already dealt for about 200 damage. Oh, and he won't. He will go down. 167 damage, no kill. That's you now.
The amount of nades getting thrown out. Furlan's probably recalled. They're all low. Start throwing. Not throwing nades. Don't stop throwing.
Get your guns out. But no, PHR gets a triple there. Bit of a confidence round, I guess you could say. Obviously, it just being the half buy. But Illuminar now, they are 1 round away from leveling things up. A victory here in number 21 should see things at an 11-11 scoreline. And the finances as well for Illuminar are looking pretty strong.
Yeah, this is where... This is the stage now where we start to see GamerLegion's T-side tested. We saw them obviously win the pistol, best the full buy, so they got 3 rounds from that. Win 1 full buy, they got 5. So this is where we are going to have to see how good it is. But Slend, yeah, finding the opening is massive. Finding Ultimate as well is even bigger.
Oh, and Slend finds Furlan. Incredible stuff there. And this is where GamerLegion, they should find 12.
Oh, 100%. 3 on 5. They should never be losing this.
The bomb does look as though it wants to make its way towards long. Oh, this could be a major risk. They are going to be going into a 2-man crunch here. Slen's flash is going to have to be so key, but he's flashing one through the door. Oh, in fact, blinding the teammates. Oh, this could be perfect! And they're going to line up! Uncanny finds, that is the bomb as mentioned before! They should never be losing this, Charlie. It's a 5-on-3. They have the util, they have the numbers, they have the AWP. Yeah, it doesn't matter. They go into the crunch of long doors. Devastating.
Yeah, it's really excellent stuff. Bailani needs to start to get a move on it. He does end up spotting Volt out. So that's information gained.
The problem is there isn't a smoke on either PHR or Kazu. They're going to be double swinging towards the long, and I love the approach. They have to take some aggression, and now it's Snacks. Not really much he can do. 1 versus 3. But this is going to be the round that could break GamerLegion. Snacks
yeah,
found as well.
And it comes from that Slend. 2 opening kills. Dissipate mean nothing. It's a risky play that we see from GamerLegion. We say we'll give up long. Chances are they probably say we give up long. They go away, we save.
Yeah, definitely.
And the fact that they do that double long setup, brilliant. Not an easy find from Kazu towards Pit to find the first. Finds that, tucks, allows PHR to swing on out, and they just play off of each other's presence. It's really key.
If GamerLegion slowed down that long hit by 2 seconds, 3 seconds, Volt was pushing up short. He would have said, look, there's no one on the A bomb site, care for something long, because it's got to be, they've got to be long, or they've got to have gambled B, and then either way we win the round. And that's where Slend has 2 flashbangs, send the first one out the door, and actually kind of not blind your teammates, second one over the top. And that's when we're looking at a far better long take. But the fact that Illuminar win that, it's going to be a weaker investment from GamerLegion. We're going to be looking at an 11-11. And if GamerLegion now lose Dust, it's not as though Illuminar, oh, they had, you know, incredible strategies. It was great clutches. It was a misplay there from GamerLegion. And that's one that it's going to haunt them if they don't come back here.
tag onto Snacks early. Brings him down to about half HP, and yeah, the buy, like you mentioned, it's not good at all. But still, Illuminar have to win it.
I think convincingly will be their main aim as well. Money's not perfect on players like Furlan, like PHR. Obviously, Ultimate can get an AWP out in the next regardless, but timing is going to be everything. Ooh, at least Ultimate has spotted one.
Flamus certainly can find this kill. Ultimate does need to be careful. You can see, I think he's starting to feel some of the pressure. Backs away closer towards B.
Yeah, I've got a couple of HE grenades here for PHR. Can be creeping their way up short, and this is where the HE grenades are going to be coming. There's the first. Straight onto their feet.
Yeah, here's a step, and actually, I don't want to leave too much here. It's going to be all 5 players pushing up towards long, and the next HE grenade is going to come down even lower. So many players tagged away at.
Utility's been perfect from PHR. Finally, the Glocks are going to be swinging, but the flash is good. Furlan finds one, and now Kazu and PHR can be peeking. Nice deep shot there from Volt. Volt finds a second. It's a 3-on-3, although 2 players are low. Let's not discredit these Deagles because they can ring true. Oh, Ultimate! A 5-7 collateral. That's a weapon that you don't really see a double kill from 1 bullet, but they rekindle. They at least keep 2 players alive. Money, it's okay. It's not the end of the world.
Winning the round was the most important, and for a second there, it looked really dicey. I mean, the fact that they kept on fighting and the guns weren't connected was making me think this can go very wrong.
Yeah.
And we see Volt get a quick double. And yeah, the 5-7 collat, I mean, maybe a bit of a saviour there.
I was somewhat scared, yeah. It was the AWP for Ultimate.
But this is it, Fred. Round number 23, 11-11. GamerLegion. Felt like they had dust on an absolute platter, yet here we are.
AWP spots, but Snacks finds. Mentioned Snacks has been a little quiet. That's your teammate. Don't need to shoot him.
Maybe he's starting to feel the pressure of it.
I'm killing everyone.
He's got that blood rage. Wants to win it now, and this looks like a really good call for GamerLegion if they just push on up. Long is going to be taken. If they slow things down, this is where things can get dicey.
Yeah, Furlan's going to be on this fast flank, similarly with Kadzu. Oh, they're going to have a little bit of a double back. Oh, Flammer spots him. But surely this is the go call to hit towards A. They know that there's a flank that's going to have come through from long. I think they're just not 100% aware of whether there's a player. Furlan is in fact making his way through T-spawn.
I think he's realised now that, yeah, this is definitely towards B. Towards A, sorry.
Kadzu with work to do.
It's now the call. Do they go for the buy or the save?
They've got to go for it. I think Ultimate can invest. Same with Kadzu, same with Balani. I think this is a great opportunity. They've got nades as well. They can send the nade onto Snacks, but Slen posted up with the orb.
It's going to be this late flank. So there's got to be a bit of speed to this.
We'll find one. They spotted Slend. Just when he takes the shot. Oh, PHR will eventually take him down. We need to see a play get on the bomb soon. Gonna have to be the stick with too limited time. And Andu will get 3 hit. Gonna attempt to save the AWP. I realise it's surely to go down.
Yeah, that actually is a pretty big death.
Yeah. Obviously, Sand has got the AWP in play, but Ultimate, he's gonna have to drop one across by Lani as well. Kadzu's not gonna be on the perfect of weapons, but I think Illuminar, I think we asked the question of, are they going to go for it, are they going to save? And they seemingly were asking that question themselves. They seemed a little too delayed there. And you understand the reasoning for a late retake, but I think the only chance it works is if you've got a smoke for the bomb, if you've got a molly towards short, because then at least you can deny GamerLegion kind of searching at the end. But yeah, I think Illuminar, between 2 minds in their decision making, but GamerLegion now. 1 round to close it.
But Fred, this is really off the back of Andu. 26-16. Unreal performance. So many rounds that he's individually won for this GamerLegion side.
Yeah, definitely.
Very likely the only reason he's in this game.
I think for Illuminar, though, if they can make it to OT, I think that... This might sound... I don't know, I'm just going to say it. I think they win the game if they make it OT. I think the fact that they've come back so well, it will just be kind of one of those confidence-boosting moments. Ooh, Slen going for the shot before even spotting him.
Yeah, they went for the boost behind the smoke, but Slen boosted up himself. Finds the kill as a push out towards mid by Lani. Under pressure. Finds one.
Not enough.
Farlan, he's got this second AWP. Kazu does grab one. It's a 3-on-3 here.
Ooh, Volt shooting. Gives Farlan a different kind of... different motive. Oh, the AWP's got a bit hard. Oh, Volt, no, clearly not. PHR finds. Charlie, we go in OT, surely. Unless if Slen can win this 1 versus 3. Posted up on the AWP, repositioning now. Holding towards doors. Oh, he's been spotted. Shot come through. Molly gonna find, but Furlan, in fact, eliminates an Illuminar. They take it OT. And Furlan, he's had a bit of a tough game, but stepped up when called upon. Trapped on the back of the B-bomb site, but doubling down. And now, I said it, I think if Illuminar take it OT, they win. The next 6 rounds will be the determining factor of that.
Fred, the most ridiculous thing is we've seen GamerLegion find these opening kills a number of times and still lose the round. That's another one where Slend finds ultimate. He finds the top fragger for Illuminar, and it means nothing again. It's another round they lose from it.
Yeah, it's tough.
OT, though, like you mentioned, both teams are going to get another crack at both sides.
Long taken here by Illuminar. Maybe not realising that Molly isn't in fact deep enough, but they've dropped the smoke, so it doesn't really matter.
It's going to be very interesting to actually see how this one does play out, because both teams actually got a lot of their team key rounds from the back of the pistol.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So without no pistol now, it feels like the CT side is going to be a decent bit more favoured.
Well, I think as well, not only is it the CT side, it's Illuminar. I feel like on the full weaponry investments, that's where they've looked much better. Ultimate now posted up. I like the setup here towards short. Ultimate finds one. Lani gonna send the Molotov, forcing Slen back, and it's the opener found now by Illuminar. Slen wants to look back, so he'll send the flash. Lani's so close, but ultimate again. Flashbang comes through, and this is a brilliant looking round for Illuminar. Balani can back away, and Andu not quick enough to get the trade. Ooh, Jiggle been spotted. I love it from Balani. Just disengages. There's no need for him to keep aggressing. Will keep himself in the action, and the Molotov could deny the CTs rotating in time.
It's all right. He's alone to the bomb site. The bomb is going down. PHR's on the other side of the map.
If Kadzu finds
If
this.
any chance is going to be win this for the T's, it is from Andu. The player who's won so many rounds for them time and time again. Andu goes down though.
They know exactly where Volt is. They've got smokes, they've got flashes, they've got plenty of utility. Smoke dropped on the bomb. Isn't it in fact the stick? But oh, the jumping dink and the jumping kill. Ultimate. The hero of that round. He gets the 2 openers and he gets the close. And Illuminar, they find 13.
But the most terrifying thing for Illuminar is Andu's alone on that bomb site, plants the bomb. And I don't know about you, Fred, but I still think this round can be won now.
Yeah, definitely. 100%. And
that's how well he's playing.
That's the scary thing, is that when Andu's still alive in a round, there's no guarantees.
First round of overtime does go the way of the CTs, the way of Illuminar.
I'm liking the aggression towards short. It's the double short boost. Slend, he's got himself close. He's very much aware of this fast short aggression, though. Flash comes through. Double AWP, but ultimate defending. Furlan boosted up. All just back away, and they send a double nade. Snacks feeling the force of the HEs.
Furlan sticking on hit, sticking on buy, though.
Snacks is
I don't think he's gonna
close.
be. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be ready. But Snacks is right here.
Never prepared for this. Oh, not the greatest of shots from Snacks, but he will still find. Gives them that advantage. I would have loved to see Furlan staying up on that boost. I think he would have found Flammers. Not the end of the world. Oh, Snacks down to 4 HP. I think he's realizing now, look, I've just got to use my util before I get found. If we go towards short, the nades are going to kill me eventually.
And he's going to play as this late long lurk. In here towards long doors pretty much the whole round.
Kadzu dropping now towards ramp. Going to send the flash in, and by Lani, he can take this control. Andu, in fact, is going to be repositioning. The utility very minimal here for Illuminar, and it's a double B, double A. Well, I say double A. Kadzu very much alone here. The bomb looks as though it's making its way towards middle. I think we're going to be seeing a B split.
Yeah, we're seeing the drop down.
Ultimate's in a great position here. PHR's got to go huge, though. PHR will get one, doubles down, and Ultimate finds Vol. And it's 10 seconds remaining. They're going to not be able to get the plant off. Balani finds as well, and now it's Slend. 1v4, can only find the first, and Kadzu eliminates. But it's another round where it seems like GamerLegion, they've got a perfect read. They're going to head towards A. They change it up at the last second, but PHR goes huge. Finding two there, no trade. Ultimate taking down the player in tunnels, Volt falling there. And now Illuminar, they found two. Could be a third as well, and that's where things can become very scary if you're GamerLegion.
But I was literally going to say, it's interesting that Illuminar are always sticking with this 2B, even with all the pressure we see towards A. They do it there. Even though it looks like on paper it's an A hit, they don't falter. They stay, they trust it, and PHR delivers with Ultimate finding one of his own. And it's another advantage round that goes against GamerLegion.
Well, I think as well, the positioning was brilliant, because I think generally, if you are going to be that sole B defender, you're probably going to be playing towards Car, because I feel like you can isolate those two fights at the same time. You can crouch down and hold the tunnels push, you can hold towards Car, and obviously you're tucked away from tunnels. So once we see PHR get those kills, we see Volt just bombing it out, because he thinks, okay, one player towards B, I've got to look for the trade, and then Ultimate just finds the easiest kill of his life. And I think this is where Illuminar are just so well prepped for this, and GamerLegion potentially just overcomplicating things here.
I do like this though from GamerLegion here. Very quiet towards long. And you can see how many players are close on by. We are going to see the boost up.
I like it. Ultimate now going to be peeking through. Slend is in fact holding. Ultimate. This is a big
Ultimate
decision.
has to be aware of this. You're just starting to come over now. The re-smoke.
Searching for something. Oh, the nade is brilliant. It gives him the information.
Oh!
Ultimate finds. He repositions now, and he's getting so aggressive. He's hunting, but Volt will find. Man advantage still here for Illuminar. The util's going to be coming over the top, and Kadzu waiting for that late lurk. Nothing come through though. They're all towards long. The smoke's faded. Furlan finds one. Volt and Slend combine though. Bring it to this 2-on-2. Balani finding Volt though is key. And now just to be backing away, Slend. 1 versus 2. Needs to get the bomb down. I think there is enough time.
There will be. Does get it down. Balani advances. But Kadzu here towards long now could really spell disaster. Spotted out. Slend can't get the shot off, and Kadzu finds it. All 3 rounds go the way of Illuminar.
And all it is now is one mistake, one error from GamerLegion, and they are out of the playoffs.
This is crazy. I mean, we didn't even talk about the implications of Illuminar winning this, because I don't think it ever really felt possible. We didn't really ever feel real, and yet here we are. Illuminar, brilliant dust too, Fred. It's not over yet, though.
I think, though, Charlie, we looked at the vetoes and we went, okay, this is the best chance for Illuminar, but with a bit of an asterisk next to it, knowing, okay, GamerLegion, show us what you're made of. You're top 30 for a reason, just batter them. But no, Illuminar, they've looked incredible. They've taken it the distance.
Huge upset, this would be. Huge upset. Saying I feel like CCT always deliver. Doesn't matter if you're the big dog. These teams come for a fight. 1 round required, Fred. 3 opportunities to do it. Illuminar to advance into the quarterfinals. Long's been taken. It feels like GamerLegion had found so much success towards there in regulation.
Slend now posted up towards short, going to be flashing Flammus in. Ooh, now realizing that with that flash, probably a player here. GamerLegion currently with this double B, but you can see Snacks, he's on an M4 here, not opted for the double AWP. clear that maybe GamerLegion are a little worried, and they had the chance to find the opener. Furlan, it has to be said, quite lucky to be alive, and now Snacks could be looking to reaggress. His opening kill is going to be everything because there's
the
two
double
players towards
short
short.
setup, Fred, is going to be so key. Slen finds the first.
PHI is out in the open towards long. We are going to be seeing the smokes coming through now. Andu drops a smoke of his own. 40 seconds remaining. But look, the CTs, they're kind of getting themselves off the bomb site. We do have Slend holding from Gandalf. Utility going to have to come through if they want to take him down, though. It's such a strong position. But Flammers finds one. Nice shot from Slend. No trade possible. Eventually, Balani will find him. 2 versus 4 here now. And there's no need for the CTs to peek yet. Bomb carrier has been taken down. They're now going to have to attempt to plant. Molotov's going to be good. Could force Flammers forward, but in fact, he will go back. Nice nade onto Kadzu. Utility, not perfect. Kadzu's going to have to take a risk. He's going to have to take a fight, but Balani falls and Volt's nade finds Kadzu. So GamerLegion, they survive.
Yeah, first test has been passed. Just about. Ultimately, I liked what he was doing there, but as soon GamerLegion had a really great idea of it. They knew there's 3 players towards A, and Ultimate was just holding the cross for the final 2. The issue is you started to see the short players say, okay, we'll leave Slent here to hold the site cross. We're going to find the lurk. We're going to find whoever this is. Turns out, luckily for them, it was the top performer in Ultimate.
Yeah.
So they take him down, and then really difficult stuff. Nice finds from Slend there towards the A bomb site. Ultimate gets the tag onto Snacks. He's going to be thanking his lucky stars. He did bring out the AWP because 26 HP already.
Not the best to be on a rifle in that scenario. Balani currently towards top tunnels, attempting to kind of keep rotations and keep GamerLegion guessing. Illuminar playing this very slowly. Neither team wants to be the one to make that mistake. For Illuminar, it's their chance at playoffs. For GamerLegion, it's necessity for survival.
Boost won't yield anything. No one directly playing towards mid.
CTs are very split, it has to be said. No real trade potential apart from Andu and Slend. All it takes, they can creep into mid and they can find Volt. It's going to be this B play here.
Yeah, that's where the bomb's going. That's where the low HP Snacks is, but he's still on the AWP. Flammer's feeling the heat, so he drops the molly.
Yeah, Flashbang going to force him down towards CT. We'll see a smoke coming through. Flammus does have an HE grenade to blow it up. And Volt just jiggling. A smoke in hand of his own. Oh, Snacks will find Balani. Run boost across from PHR. Oh, trying to take him down, but Flammus will finally need that smoke. Snacks from window finds. And now Ultimate attempting. Kadzu with a double though. And, oh, Ultimate needed to find that pick, but it's all on Kadzu. 44 points of health. Flammus in front of the Molotov. GamerLegion, they've got a great opportunity here. I like the idea though from Kadzu. He knows he's got to get aggressive. Needs to find this pick. He spots out the first, but Slend eliminates. And GamerLegion, second round secured. Just one more to take it to next OT.
Yeah, going as down to the wire as we possibly can here. Oh, it's an exciting watch, Fred. I'm sure everyone in the server. Oh, it must be tough for them.
If we see Ultimate find that pick onto Flammus, we're looking at a very different round.
Yeah.
But Kadzu does his best. Sadly, the rest of the Illuminar guys not too prepared for that nade of the smoke. You know what I would have loved to see? I would have loved to see the mid to B smoke been thrown, flashes coming over the top, but the rest of the guys just come out of tunnels. I think the fact that there's a real crunching from GamerLegion towards middle, it just makes things so tough. Not only do they need to deal with Volt and Snacks towards B, but also the plenty of players towards CT from GamerLegion. And I think in the past, Charlie, mid to B was kind of a great strategy on Dust, but you can nade open smokes anymore. A smoke grenade does not hold the weight it used to.
Yeah, hindsight is 50-50. That's one of the things, but the call looks brilliant. If this has got a bit of speed behind it, it's just Volt here for now. They will slow it down. Missed shot from Slend. Both players lucky to be alive.
He's still going to be coming over now. The quickest rotation is Snacks. The flashes are good. They need to deal with Volt. If Volt can find one here and keep himself alive, but he goes down to Furlan, and this aggression is perfect. We will see Util drop from Snacks of his own. Needed the smoke. Slend hoping to find, but it will remain. Another molly gonna delay. There's still so many smokes
Yeah, there's smokes and mollies. We know how tough this is, and PHR finding Andu has made this even more difficult. The B-bomb so Fred, notorious for how difficult it is to retake. And look at this, the players are gonna have to push through smokes, push through with very little control. Down they go, and down they all fall. It's all on Slend, 1 versus 5. He finds the first, but this one's unraveled, and it's fallen apart. And Fred Illuminar caused the upset, and best GamerLegion 2-0.
Yeah, it has to be said. Kadzu and Ultimate, they led the lines throughout the whole of the first half and the second, but when it got to OT, we saw some bigger performances. When we saw PHR kind of trapped on the B-bomb site and Ultimate by his side, PR went big. I feel like in every moment there for Illuminar, we had players stepping up. Obviously, they find all 3 on their CT side. They lost the first on the T side, but when it mattered most, it was great calling. That fast pop towards B. The fact Volt gets nothing is a tough one, but Charlie, you pointed out perfectly. It's the amount of utility, B-bomb site being impossible to retake, and there's nothing they could do. But Atro, what are your thoughts after Dust?
That was insanity. The fact that Illuminar bring it back from 11 to 6, right? And then they still keep going and going and going, and they just didn't stop. I definitely thought this would be ending off in a 13-11. The fact that the clutch up did actually happen, and GamerLegion did actually manage to have Andu there to save the day was something big. But honestly, it was just such a back and forth game. I mean, even onto the first half, it was definitely looking like it was going to get up to be a close one. And then you just get to see GamerLegion do mistake after mistake after mistake. And Illuminar were at some point just handed it on a silver platter, right? Because you got to see them actually start to come back right back up. And Flamus was kind of the sole light out here for GamerLegion, who was still finding some gimmick kills, who was still managing to open up these smokes, really find those opportunities just to take GamerLegion into the advantage. But as you guys mentioned it, Ultimate and Kadzu played it out of the goddamn park. That was incredible to see it out of them. And I definitely have to give the match MVP to Kadzu. I mean, this guy has had so much impact throughout these 2 maps that it cannot even be understated. The way that they just managed to hold on, the fact they were able to get 3 in a row as well into OT, that was crazy in of itself. So just in general, Illuminar, this managing to find everyone